I have to share. I can't sit back anymore. I have to say it. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's time. Hey guys, I'm Amy Ortiz. If you guys have not watched my channel before, oh my gosh, this is a big one. I'm in my dorm room. I don't think I've ever like really filmed a sit-down video here. Yeah. Okay, let's go. The past couple of months have been a journey. They have been a journey. I started college in September and I loved it. I have so many blessings. I'm so blessed to have such great roommates. I love them all. They're all special, they're all wonderful, and I've had a wonderful time. They've inspired me to keep doing my YouTube, especially Amy and Nata pushed me to it, and we've done lots of fun things: skiing, cooking, doing whatever, dumpster diving, sledding. It's been a college experience and I love sharing those moments with you guys, and I've been able to open up about this with some of my closest friends, but I'm feeling ready to share. I was thinking of ways to start this video and I'll be like, I'm coming out or whatever. Not coming out, don't worry, but I'm coming out about something. I struggle with, and I've struggled with, an eating disorder. Oh my gosh, and I want to share with you guys my story, my journey, things I've learned. I'm so passionate about sharing this topic. As I said, the past couple of months have been a journey. They've truly been a journey, through college, through everything, processing this journey, and I've been able to share so many things with you guys, but I feel like I've been delaying what I really want to talk to you guys. I want to continue making vlogs, sharing with you guys all of the fun things that college brings and the hard things, and this is part of the hard things, and this is what I want to share. So here goes. My life, I've been so blessed, literally so blessed. I have great parents who love me, siblings, I love them so much. All growing up, I lived a pretty healthy childhood. I did different sports. I'm not really the competitive type, so like more personal sports, and doing like things on my own. Why does my hair look uneven? Maybe I need a haircut. Okay, anyways, lived a pretty healthy childhood, and then when I was about 9th grade, I kind of had an urge to become active, and I mean, it's not that I wasn't active before, but I just wanted to take some stuff into my own hands, and I decided to start working out on my own, and I loved it. I loved watching YouTube videos and doing it at home, and that was like kind of my routine, and just if I found some time, I'd do some, and it was a hobby. I like to do it. I still was eating healthy, eating with my family dinners, Mexican food, Chinese food, love me some Asian food, curry, anyways, just living life. And I kept that up until I think like 11th grade, in high school. I was just living life. I was growing as a person, getting involved in school, loving living, learning, and religion wise I was growing closer to my higher power and feeling great. I loved everything. But there was this perfectionist part of me, lovely, lovely perfectionism, that was frustrated because I was working out, I was eating pretty healthy most of the time, I was doing great, but for some reason, my body was not perfect. It was not what it should look like. It was not skinny, slim, flat belly. Yeah. It was not perfect. I was thick, but I wasn't fat. And I was fine. My body was working healthy. I was living life. I could do so many things. I started listening to this podcast. Loved it. Started learning and really started focusing in on my relationship with food and body, and really like debunking a lot of things. Diets don't work. Don't do those. Treat your body with love. And this psychology of eating just really delved into like what goes on in your head psychologically with food, with body, and just kind of how that affects your life. And listening to that podcast was life-changing, truly. I grew in my relationship with myself. I started loving myself for who I was, for the stuff I did. I started like receiving love and feeling great, and again growing my testimony and my religion, and again living life to the fullest and feeling great. And at this point my body started, in my perfectionist brain, working correctly. My body started losing some weight, and I kept exercising the same way. I kept eating healthy foods, and really the only thing that changed was really being present with who I was and appreciating my body for what it does, and enjoying foods, the good and the bad. Guys, there really is no bad foods, all in moderation. And I was really learning to listen to my body. And so that started changing, and for a moment I was stable and I was feeling great. My body was working great and I was loving it, and people started to notice. Multiple people would go up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're looking great. You're doing great. Have you lost some weight? You're doing amazing. Like, you look great." And I felt great, and I think that in the back of my head, unconsciously, I was like, I'm perfect. I had the perfect body. I was feeling great. People were happy with how I was looking. And I don't think that people intend to do this. But when you comment on someone like that, psychologically, in the back of your head, it's kind of like, I'm good. I am doing good. And yes, you're doing good, but like if you turn it back the other way, it was like I was doing bad before. So listening to my body, I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to have this much of this food and this much of that food. And I started like limiting, and I never really went on a diet. It was never like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cut this out and stop having it from now. It was just a slow implementation of certain foods. And in the back of my head was like, yeah, if I have this food, I gain weight. I was fat before, and if I don't eat it, then I'm perfect, because people are telling me I'm doing great. I feel great. We're doing great. And I just kept going. And honestly, eating disorders are so different. People can struggle with eating disorders at any size, any time of your life. Men struggle with this. People, oh my gosh, you guys, it's everywhere. And eating disorders are not just for those tiny skinny girls that you see. It's for everyone. And if you're not taking care of what your mind processes are, it's very easy to slip into an eating disorder. So fast forward time, I'm still eating perfectly, and at this point it was no longer of me trying to lose any weight, but it was more of trying to maintain it. And with that was meaning that I was eating, my eating started decreasing slowly, and it was never intentional, I think, but it's just the stress of trying to be tiny. And slowly I started getting into a pretty dark place. I would weigh myself every single day after school to check if I was still, doing good, and every day was just a little bit lower, and there'd be some weeks where I didn't, but it was just a little lower. And just for sake of numbers and eating disorder awareness, is we don't do numbers, okay? It just can trigger a lot to people, so I don't want to express any numbers, but I lost quite a significant amount of weight over the period from September to May. And I was definitely underweight. There were people who expressed concern, and I appreciate their concern, and because it really started ticking little parts of me of wait, am I? Wait, I was started kicking in some gears and thinking, but honestly, in my head, I was no, I learned this in school. I know anorexia, I know bulimia, and that this is not them. I'm still eating. I was eating all my meals, but I was eating very little. And so I was yeah, I'm not starving, I'm not throwing things up, so, I'm fine. But psychologically, I wasn't. And slowly, physically, I wasn't. A little TMI, I stopped menstruating, and I just started having really low energy. I started losing a lot of hair. It was never chunks that came out, but you would run through my hair, and there was never a time where there wasn't 3 or 4, 5 hair strands that would come out. And in the shower, a lot of hair was falling out, and my skin was just really pale. I could not wear makeup. And as I've been working through this problem, and right now I'm to the weight I was before I lost my period. So I'm just waiting for her to kick in. Come on, pray. I lost my train of thought. Right now that I'm doing much better than before. I have more energy. My skin literally has been shinier and nicer. And yes, I have some makeup on right now, but it's because I like to wear makeup, and I don't feel obligated to, and I don't feel like I look dead if I don't have makeup. So anyways, got really thin, and I was feeling great, ish. Not really. I thought I was feeling great because my clothes fit loose, and I was feeling great, and people were you're tiny, you're great, you're beautiful, you're perfect, you eat perfect, you Amy, you're so good, you don't eat any bad stuff. Literally for that whole time, I did not have sweets, I did not have breads, and I want to do a whole series of different things on why you need carbohydrates, why you need proteins, why you need certain foods, because your body is designed to metabolize those foods. And I'm taking a nutrition class, and I'm loving it. I thought it might be a little dangerous since I struggled with an eating disorder, and I felt it might kick me into some stuff, but I'm learning so much and I love it. So I want to do other videos, and this video is already getting really long, so let's wrap up soon. Anyways, May comes and graduation, and I go to the store with my mom because my shorts don't fit me anymore. You know, it had been a whole year. Winter lasts kind of a long time around here, so it's been like almost a whole year and my shorts don't fit me anymore. And the funny thing is that like the shorts that didn't fit me anymore, they were an extra large in Children's Place, which is a child store. So my mom was kind of like, your shorts don't fit you anymore, that's not good. But we went to the store, we tried some on, they were too big. Guys, children's sizes were too big. And it was not okay. And you know, at that moment my mom just felt, and she was literally like inspired. She's just like, something's not right. And she had known about my period, and she had kind of like kept it like tracking me on that, like asking me if it was back or not, and I'd be like no. And so she was a little worried about that. But when she saw these kids' clothes, literal kids' clothes weren't fitting me, it was like a wake-up call for the both of us. So we started working through it, and I started working through my mental processing, and I'm so glad that I had that summer to process. It was kind of hard to take in, and I told a couple of my friends that summer, and they've been super supportive, and I'm super grateful for their love and their kindness and their friendship. And I hope that as you guys receive this message, you guys can take it to heart and know that eating disorders are way more common than you think. Obviously, I still want to share vlogs and fun things and different things, teach you lots of different things, but I really want to speak out for this topic. My eating disorder, as I said, they're all different, and we all experience them differently. And my eating disorder, I feel like, was something based on perfectionism, of trying to please, of trying to be perfect. And you guys, it's such a joke because you literally cannot be perfect, at least not in this life. And if you're stuck on trying to be perfect, you're missing out on a whole lot of fun. I still can't believe that I'm gonna put this out on the YouTubes. Like, literally, I'm dead. But I think that it's something that needs to be said, something that needs to be heard, something that needs to be shared. You guys, I need your help. I love you guys so much, and I hope that this can help someone out there. And if you know anyone who's struggling, I hope you can give them your love and maybe share this video. But really, I just want to know and let you guys know that if you're struggling with something, you're not alone. And if you're struggling with body image, and if you're struggling with self-esteem, and if you're struggling with anything, you're literally not alone. I was in such a dark place, and for such a long time I did not want to say anything about it, and I didn't want to accept it because I thought that I could work it on my own. But you guys, the best way to heal from something is to share, to let people in, to let people help you, to start living life, to start enjoying life. Because guys, there's so many things that could be taking, so many better things that you could be doing. I want to do like videos of like the benefits of gaining weight, and why you need that fat, and why you need that weight, and why your body is literally so amazing and you should love it and you should care for it. You guys, it's amazing. I'm so grateful that I've been able to overcome or like work through this, because it's definitely something that I still work with. Sometimes I look at old pictures from this like last summer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so thin, my face wasn't like, you know, I didn't have like this cheek, you know, and like I just have to like take a step back, and I'm like, you know, this cheek blushes, this cheek has a cute dimple, you know. And so there's things that I still work through to this day, and I'm so grateful for my support system, for my friends, for my family. And you know, I really feel like sharing this with you guys will make this so much easier, because I think that there's so much awareness that we need to raise. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to edit it as short as I can, but it's kind of a long one, so it's kind of a deep one, but I have so much to share with you guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope that this speaks to you at some level, and I hope that you guys can share. So I love you guys so much. There's so much joy now. There's hardships, there's roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster. There's ups and downs, and I feel like right now, at least, it's definitely been an up. And I appreciate your guys' support. So like this video, make sure you guys are subscribed. I feel like a YouTuber. Click the bell, the notification bell or icon to get notifications every time I upload a new video. And yeah, share this with others, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!